What is question number 4?
This is from your father.
My dad. My dad sent in a question.
And it is, why aren't there more movies with Sandra Bullock?
I don't know, Dad. Is the easiest answer.
Does she need to do any more?
I mean, she's very vested. No, I mean, it's true. I mean, I think for every few good movies, we have to put up with at least one all about Steve. But yeah, I mean, I haven't talked to her in a while, Dad. I don't know. I mean, she's busy. She has a kid now. We lead 2 very different lives.
I'll use my Twitter.
Yeah, Sandy, why aren't you in more movies? I mean, I do know, that's probably part of the reason. That's the only reason she took the job to Gravity is she said, I'm a new mom. I want to spend all my time with my kid. They're like, we'll make it kid-proof and you can bring them. Okay. They're like, well, like, at that point, what leg do you have to stand on? So, and
probably she collapse. I just saw it out there. You haven't seen it.
So
spoiler alert.
Oh no! She stands, kind of. So yeah, I don't know, Dad. You only have so much time to make a movie. Anyone else?
I got an answer.
You have an answer?
I don't.
Good. I'm glad you have an answer.
Well, one interesting thing about her is she is actually probably the biggest movie star in the world right now. I mean, she is one of the only people out there who consistently opens movies at #1, and also one of the few actors who can cross genres. I mean, in 2013, she did The Heat, which is a comedy in the summer, and she did Gravity, a big sci-fi movie in the fall, both massive hits. And so, I mean, she's doing well, but I don't know. I think she could be in more movies. I mean,
she's gonna be in the new Despicable Me spin-off, The Minions. What more do you want?
I don't know. I guess I'm just greedy. But I mean, like you said, she has a child, so maybe she wants to scale back, have more family time. But I also think one of the hard truths of the film industry is there's not a lot of women in power. In fact, one of the most powerful women in Hollywood, Amy Pascal, just basically got ousted from Sony, as we all know. And so, as a result, there aren't that many strong roles for women, especially not.
Reese on the phone.
Oh, yeah, I gotta get Reese.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Reese Witherspoon's gonna change all this. It's a new time.
It's a new time, yeah. I mean, and it's, especially like Sandra Bullock, she's not cheap to hire.
Not anymore.
And especially, in the scale of movies that she does, she's not. I mean, she's too expensive for some little indie where they're going to take a bunch of risks and
Well, and if you're going to be a small little indie where you're not going to get the paycheck, you have to have a great story and a great role for these actors because they're not going to. Because I mean, if the fact of the matter is money, it's either money or something great creatively. And also, sometimes those little indie roles don't reach Sandra Bullock. They reach Michael Fassbender, which is, bigger, but not the biggest.
Yeah, because he's still more of, an actor than a star.
Exactly.
So, true. There you go. That's the whole, okay.
She's a star.
She is,
she's a huge star.
I mean, she's a brand, in a way.
Right.
And I don't mean that in a critical way. I mean...
No. Sometimes, you can be a brand without that being negative. I mean, you say Sandra Bullock's going to be in this movie, you already have a dedicated people like, I'll probably see it. Again, it comes back to I'm going to see it regardless because Sandra Bullock is in it. And I think maybe she wields that power responsibly by going, I'm like, maybe she's not going to do a project unless it's fun or it has something interesting there, but it's going to have to be huge. Again, so that might be part of the problem. But also having a child, a lot of people it changes your priorities. I don't have one. I have a cat, and he's perfectly fine with me working 2 jobs, but whatever.
Well, I think, too, one thing that is worth noting, I mean, maybe she could be doing more, but whatever she does, she brings a lot of passion to it. I mean, have you guys seen 2 Weeks' Notice?
No, I wanted to.
Not a super, deep movie. I mean, you could argue that it's fluff, although I I wouldn't quite go that far. But you know, she.
No judgment.
Yeah, she created a really eccentric, emotional, entertaining, interesting character. You know, she didn't say, "Oh, I'm gonna give this less because it's a romantic comedy that isn't on the level of When Harry Met Sally."
She went all in.
Yeah,
that is good. So
yeah.
I see why my dad wants more Sandra Bullock movies.
Who doesn't?
I know at this point, clearly.
Sure.
So she's got the legs, according to my father. So I guess that's your answer. Hopefully we'll see more. Maybe she'll see this and decide to start working more.
Yeah.
Stop being so lazy, I guess.
Sandy, listen to the Healthy Orange.
Listen to the Healthy Orange. Have we ever steered you wrong so far? No.
In all the years we've been giving her career advice.
I know. This is the first one, but it could be the one. Nick, we got this. Oh.